I was really nervous arriving because I had really no idea how I was going to be greeted, how the character would interact with the other characters. But I arrived and it was an embrace. It was marvelous. Yeah. And gradually I began to see that, oh, yes, I can act. It's good fun.
Hello, Jimmy. Hey, Joseph. How are you today?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Thank you. Sorry, Jimmy, cut you off there.
Oh, it's all right, man. This is great. I still can't believe it's happening, Anna. So, being here, being able to talk to Joseph and celebrate this moment is still, I don't know, it still feels like a dream.
It really does, doesn't it? I mean, hearing, Joseph, that you were going to be involved with this new season of Bel-Air, I was like, all right, I'm an original fan of Fresh Prince. And of course, Bel-Air is wonderful. So what is it like for you to come back into the world of Bel-Air, Joseph?
Come back into the world of Bel-Air has been. I was really nervous arriving because I had really no idea how I was going to be greeted, how the character would interact with the other characters. But I arrived and it was an embrace. It was marvelous. Yeah. And gradually I began to see that, oh, yes, I can act. It's good fun. Yeah.
Oh, we know that.
He laid it down, and I can't wait for you all to see Joseph's episodes, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good. I mean, Jimmy, obviously you said it was like a dream. What's it like working with like the OG, the original Geoffrey? That's wild.
Listen, working with the OG, it was quite trippy, if I'm honest with you, because as a young kid, grew up watching Joseph, idolizing him as a fellow Brit. Do you know what I mean? Seeing him on stage and how iconic the Fresh Prince was, but also what Joseph did with Geoffrey as the Black British experience and the class and his backstory. And then the moment where I got the job, and now there was a moment where, oh, actually, I'm seeing Joseph walk on set of Bel-Air. My brain just couldn't really compute. And so it's a real honor. And I think it's a testament to everybody on the show, the showrunner, Carla, Westbrook, Peacock, and Will, to really do the best to honor the original show. Do you know what I mean? And we've had Daphne on and, Tatiana as well. And now we've managed to have, Joseph. And honestly, it's just an honor, Joseph. This is the second time we've worked together, isn't it?
Yes. Admittedly, the first time it ended rather badly for my character, but it was a lot of fun. Mind you, it was in Guadeloupe with that wonderful sunshine and perfect. Yep. I mean, just being there and watching you play your character as your interpretation of the character. I mean, it was pretty exciting. It really was. And for you guys to make the time for me, I'm truly honored. I really am.
We loved having him on, and all the young kids came around him. Will, Carl, and Elise. There was so much excitement on set just to have Joseph be part of the show, and also I think, thank you, Joseph. But what I feel like everything what Geoffrey 2.0 is so embedded with everything that you've done, Joseph. Do you know what I mean? It's the family, it's honor, respect. It's I know what my role is, but I will tell you about myself. I don't have as many great one-liners, but I think that's what's so clever about the show, Anna, that Morgan Cooper has created a show that is embedded with the DNA of the original, with so much love and respect. And it's this out there. I can't wait for you guys to see what Joseph's done. I'm just so excited.
I can't wait too. Joseph, I hear you play this very mysterious character. What can you tell us about him without, giving us too much away?
I was spoiling
without giving too much away, without any spoilers. I think it really is in what Jimmy and Will have said. I mean, Jimmy is G and I am OG. That's really all you need to know. And once you grab that, it'll take you to worlds you never imagined.
Oh my gosh, what a teaser. I can't wait to see this episode. Jimmy, what can you tell me about how this is going to play into Geoffrey's arc this season?
What I can say is that, we've carried on, I feel, the mystery of OG Geoffrey, of like, what else did he do? What happened? How did he end up in LA? I know he talks about it in the original, but there's still some other stories that don't quite add up. Do you know what I mean? The tour manager thing. And I think what we've done with G is go, okay, we're going to slowly unravel what his story is. And I think season 3, Anna, you're going to see basically his past slowly creep up on him. That's all I can say, and it's going to be very exciting. I think, we're going to see different sides of Geoffrey and see how certain situations change, how he moves with the family and how he handles his business.
Very intriguing. I'm excited. And it's so fun because obviously, the original show and Bel-Air have different tones, but they're coming from the same heart, the same story. I'm kind of curious what it was like, or what do you think it is about that story that each of you thinks has people coming back, decades later? This was a show when I was a kid, and now I'm tuning in as an adult. What is it about that story to you, Joseph?
Well, it's an everyday story of a poor boy meeting his rich relatives and becoming part of them. Everybody's dream. I wish I had a rich uncle somewhere. And it's it's the idea and illustrating that everything comes from love. It's the people in the original, although they had their ups and downs, their moments of irritation with each other, it was always love. It was always uplifting and inspiring, and I think that's what is carrying on into the next rebooting, I suppose is a way of saying it, of Bel-Air. It's that magic. Everybody understood. Every young person understood, what it's like, to be a fish out of water kind of thing.
Absolutely. Where do you fall in that, Jimmy?
Yeah, I everything Joseph said, I agree with. It's totally that. And also I feel like what's embedded in it is that it's a global story about family, right? And also, the DNA of the show, again, I use that word a lot, but based off of Benny Medina's life, being adopted, and him being a fish out of water with a white adoptive family. And so basically what I think Bel-Air is like, it's the biggest adoption foster care cat family show in the world. Do you know what I mean? And it shows you that family doesn't have to be blood. Do you know what I mean? If you look at the interactions of, Jazz and Will, do you know what I mean? And you like Uncle Phil and G, do you know what I mean? There's all these different variations of, basically, I suppose the term is blended family and unconditional love. And like Joseph said, that's running through the whole show, from the original to ours. And I think also what's really important is that there's a certain space for this show, that there's class there, there's race, it's affluent. There's not many shows that are showing Black people in this way and Black excellence in this way. And I think it's refreshing to have a show like the Fresh Prince and now Bel-Air just showcase us like that. There's space for these other stories, but I think it's rare to see a show like this that also has them tackling important issues. Do you know what I mean? Around politics and wealth and vulnerability, drugs, sexuality, and that all comes from the original, right, Joseph? You guys were like, every episode you hear a serious topic.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, it's iconic original series, wonderful new series. Cannot wait to watch all of season 3. I've got to let you guys go, but I could talk to you forever. Thank you so much for offering up your insights today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And keep tuning in.
Thank you.